Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another Alliance War video, and so today let's first talk about the bans real quick. So for Loki banned Torch, Spider-Man 2099, and Hercules. Now let's go ahead and get into the opponent's bans. I'm just gonna go ahead and join. So I think this was like war had pretty much just started at this point, and so I can see Ghost and Hercules are banned, which I used Ghost a lot in war previously, and I really want to use Hercules. I've been itching to try him out in war, and he keeps getting banned. It's annoying. And also Torch was banned again. Another character I use. I've used so much Torch in like my entire war history in seasonal wars and for Loki. It's kind of annoying. My champs keep getting banned, but we still got Kitty Pryde. So I mean, rank 4 Kitty, I don't really need a whole bunch else. As you can see, she's pretty much my only attacker. Tigra, I don't know how to use yet, still, unfortunately. White Mag's not going to be using him, just his pre-fights. So going to go ahead and throw on some 6-hour boosts. I asked haters, I was like, hey man, it's cool if I just, wait until the end of war doing my fights. Because if I do that, it's really easy to stretch out my boost more. And he's like, hey man, that'd be unfair to some of the other players. And I was like, oh yeah, totally. Like that's why I'm asking. Like I don't want to be a jerk to other players, and hold people up. It's like, oh yeah, man, it's all good. I'll join these fights, move to here, and he's like, then yeah, it's good. It's like, all right, so go ahead, join up, boost up, use some 6-hour boosts just so that I only have to boost one time this war. Here we got a white Magneto up first, so this is also technically war. This is War 5. War 4 got canceled because of some defensive placement bug or something like that. So here, gonna go ahead and drop my special attack so that he doesn't get too many Furies. The Kitty Pryde player in me just wants to ignore the node and not care about the Furies. Let him get a million Furies, doesn't matter, because if I'm playing Kitty how I plan on playing Kitty in my mind, it doesn't matter if he has 1 Fury or a gazillion Furies, because if I'm playing Kitty the way I should be in my mind, I'm not getting hit, blocked hits, nothing. So but I'm trying to be safe in Alliance War, so always go for, well, not always, this season I'm trying to go for the safer route, so we don't die. So next up here we have an Immortal Hulk. I fought this guy quite a few times here, and I don't know if I fought him with Kitty, but it's not that hard of a fight. I actually fight an Hulk every day in AQ in map 8 in section 3, so yeah, I'm actually really used to fighting him. It's kind of nice. Like, depending on your paths in AQ, it honestly makes you a way better player against certain champions. Like, when you're... I also fight Professor X in war, or sorry, in map 8, and I feel like I've gotten so much better at fighting him as well. It's just because I do it so often, so much repetition with these fights, you learn little intricacies about fighting these characters, and you pick things up, which is good. AQ does have some use, I guess, making you better in some matchups, at least, or at least I always try to get better in general when I'm doing fights. So in AQ, I'm always trying to get better, even though it's boring fights. I try to make it interesting, try to intercept, especially when I'm using Hercules. Intercept only. Try to get cool gameplay, even though it's just for myself. And because we have so many items from all the compensation packs, it doesn't matter if I die, which I definitely do. I'm not some AQ all-star. I use items from time to time, of course, man. Who doesn't? Especially when we have so much. But yeah, section 1, pretty much a joke, nothing crazy. And then at this point, a little bit after this, I was at the casino playing blackjack and getting into blackjack kind of a lot lately. I was getting into it before I got COVID, and then I got COVID, and then I couldn't leave the house. So I had to wait to get better. I just kind of watched some videos on blackjack, and so finally I'm all good now. So I was able to go to the casino, and I was up. I started playing with $100 and I finished with $225. I was almost out at one point. I made a really risky play, but it paid off, and I made a lot of my money back and started playing good. So yeah, I was feeling good at this point, man. I just left the casino. I just gotten home, and now I'm gonna do my next war fights, and I'm feeling good, man. Being up money at the casino, I don't know, it's a really good feeling. Especially playing MCC when you usually spend on it and down money in MCC, So up first here we have a Mephisto in section 2 here. Nothing crazy. He's got 5 charges. Those are for block penetration. but when I'm playing Kitty Pryde, you know, blocking, ideally I'm not even blocking, you know, I'm just intercepting and being unblockable and breaking his block and stuff. So I went for my special one just so he didn't get too many. Again, trying to play it safe. And I placed the passive incinerates on him. He is incinerate immune, so he took no damage from them, but I did build up my temperature, so my prowess is just going to do even more damage now. And he goes down with another special one. Really wasn't worried about that fight. This next fight, though, I was slightly worried. So I have 3 Magneto guidances still, and 2 of them are, one's going on the boss for Taters, and one is going on this Domino mini boss for Lizer. The third one was supposed to go on my mini boss, which is a Magneto, a red Magneto, but I was like, I think I would much rather use it here. This Korg looks kind of scary, so I go ahead and use the guidance here instead. I went against my orders, went against my assignment from the leader of the alliance, which is, you know, normally something you shouldn't do, but this is what I tell myself. Actually, I'm trying to tell myself this more, and especially when I'm playing blackjack, like that's what I say to myself. Legacy, trust your gut, trust your instincts, man. Trust your gut. That's pretty much it. So, you know, like, my gut's telling me, apply it on this fight. Do it. So I did it. I went against Sword. I didn't even ask. I did it. You know, it's not going to be a big deal. It's not like I'm using a different champion for a fight without saying, or stealing someone's fight, you know. This is minor, but, you know, still. Yeah, so we come out of there. The fight went okay, but you can still see we lost 50% of our health. You know, I'm really glad that I placed the guidance. If I didn't, who knows, I could have lost even more health. Could have been an even sketchier fight. So really glad that I trusted my gut, ended up placing the guidance there. I'm going to go ahead and place another one here on this Domino for Lizer. Not going to be doing that fight though. And then I get to my final fight here, which is this Magneto. And I still have a guidance, but I'm saving it for the Mcoc boss, Taters. So here we have Hazard Shift, Incinerate. I'm going to go ahead and throw on Invulnerability Boost. I've had Invulnerability Boost on for every fight of this war, because this season I'm going to be Legacy the Invulnerable. Just going to use all my Vulnerability Boosts this season to try to reduce blunders. Watch right here. See what I just did? That was a perfect intercept. He threw the heavy, and then I waited for him to come to me right after, and hit him with that intercept, which is really important actually in this matchup too, because it's really the only way to get an opening is this guy. He's stun immune, and you know, with the heavy he's got the unstoppable, so getting an intercept early on is really important actually in this matchup, especially because you want to get off hits at the start because he's in that incinerate mode, so you want to get things cooking up, literally with the incinerates. You want to get the heat turned up before he gets to the poison mode. So here, just go for my special 2, and it just kills him. I was expecting to, you know, get some power back, throw another special. The fight's over. I was like, okay, I am really, really, really glad that I used the guidance on Korg. Definitely did not need it on that fight. Definitely made the right call, which is great. It feels really good when you do make the right call. And then I still place my guidance where they need to be placed for everyone else. So all good. Perfect war. On my front, not perfect, I made mistakes, but you know, good enough war for me, no deaths, so it's all good. And yeah, so this was my war, and we did end up winning too, which is fantastic. Feels so good to actually win in war after losing and having one canceled, and it just feels fantastic. So we had 6 deaths, they had 18. Now if we go ahead and take a look at my stats for the season, you can see the canceled war there in gray. So we're now 17-0. We're on a 32 fight win streak right now, carried over from the last season. About half of it's from the last season. And our power rating is 22. Not that good. My stats so far this season really aren't good at all. I mean, they're not bad, but you know, they're not good. But that's fine. I really don't care. I've had a couple seasons where I'm at the top in power rating, which is awesome. I love it. But this season, I have one goal, and it's to keep that donut, this donut right here, a donut, and not turn into a breadstick or anything else. So, yeah, that is going to do it for this Alliance War video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, I would really appreciate dropping a like. It really helps me and the series out. And yeah, subscribe if you like to see more Alliance War content. We will be posting the rest of the season here, and hopefully the foreseeable seasons as well. That is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.